Hey everyone, today we are going to go through a little bit of a tour and a discussion about the thermal suite on NCL Joy. Let's go. Hey everyone, John here from Byte Size Cruises. Welcome to our channel. If you're new here, we're a travel agency trying to give you the best information possible about cruising so that you can plan and go on an amazing cruise vacation. If that sounds good, we would love for you to like this video and subscribe if you find it helpful, and come along and join us on this fun cruise journey. Today we are talking all about the Norwegian Joy. I recently sailed on the Joy to Bermuda out of New York City and had an amazing time. So recently the Joy was in dry dock and they did some major upgrades to the ship. They removed part of the observation lounge, which I don't love, but it actually in kind of practice turned out to be okay. They also expanded the Vibe Beach Club and they created a thermal suite. So if you've never been on Norwegian on the Breakaway and Breakaway Plus class ships, so a lot of the newer ships, they have a really well thought out large thermal suite. They do have this on some of the other ships as well. It's just not configured great. There's like a men's side, a woman's side. It's not like a big open area. On the front of these ships, they have this amazing, amazing thermal suite where you have, some of them have pools, some of them have big heated beds that you can lay on. They have saunas, they have spas, they have ice rooms, they have cold plunges. They have a bunch of different things. So in this iteration, there is no pool in this new area, but there is a lot of place to sit, and they made the amenities a lot larger. So the sauna is a lot larger. They have a salt room that's a lot larger. They have a, so we said sauna, they have a hot sauna. Then they have the steam room, which is much larger. There's a cold room that is much larger. And they have a plunge pool on this one since they don't have the pool, and they have a hot tub. So let's get into the things that I love. It is absolutely beautiful. When you enter the spa, you go in, they give you a sticker on your card. So whenever you go to the spa and you want to use the thermal suite, which is open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., except for the last night of the cruise, it closes a little bit early at like 8. Makes sense. So when you go, you give them your card. They put it in their little box there and they give you a key card to get in. I don't know why they can't just add that to your room. Technology should sync up at this point that you should be able to get in and out of there with your key card without having to go to them. But whatever, it's not a big deal. You just check in and check out. You go in, there are beautiful locker rooms for the men and for the women. You can get towels, you can get robes, you can get all those fun things. Then you head into the thermal suite, and there is, as soon as you walk in, there are drinks there. So you have flavored waters, you have tea, you have some oranges. It's a really nice setup. You can kind of help yourself there and then find a place to sit down. I never had an issue finding a place to sit. There are round lounger beds, like day beds. There are long beds that you can lay on. And there are some heated beds that you can lay on across the whole front. And then there are 4 meditation pods, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. And then you have your whole area where you have an experiential shower there. You have a little pebble walk for your feet, and then all of those fun things that we talked about, as well as the plunge pool and the hot tub. So I didn't think I would miss the big pool in there as much as I did. I love having that pool in there. It's quiet, there's no one there, there's no kids in there. So it really gives you an opportunity to kind of hang out in the water. It's a warm pool, so it's like a therapy pool. I love that in the other ones, and I thought I wouldn't miss it. I didn't think it was gonna be a big deal, and for me, it actually kind of was, which is totally fine. But the area is really beautiful. The other thing that I missed is there were no chairs that were like super easy to sit on. So I like to just sit and read. However, I don't have a great back, so I can't like sit on one of those day beds, the round day beds. They're really nice if you just want to lay down and take a nap or whatever, but I can't sit on those and read. I just can't find a way to get comfortable. That's a me problem. That's not a Norwegian problem. There were only like 2 or 3 of the lounge chairs that could actually sit up where you could read. Again, that's not an issue. It's beautiful in there. It's awesome. The meditation pods, whole nother story. Those are really cool. They're like a little aromatherapy. They have little music going. There's color therapy, and you can kind of get in there and relax. You're only supposed to stay in there for a short period of time. There are only 4 of them. The thermal suite was not crowded at all. It was a trip to Bermuda, so we were going to be in port for 3 days. That makes a ton of sense. However, every time I went there were people sleeping in the meditation pods. I get it. You get really comfortable in there and you just doze off, but they were in there for hours at a time. So that's something you should be aware of. And then the cold plunge pool is very small. You just basically step up and you drop into that cold plunge pool, and it's right next to the hot tub. So you do like the body shocking where you can do the cold and then the hot, or you can go in the hot tub and then step over and go into the cold plunge. I did not see many people at all using the cold plunge, but I did see a lot of people in the salt room, which was huge and beautiful, the sauna, the steam rooms, and those fun little showers. I saw a lot of people running through those, which is really funny. But the thermal suite is beautiful. Now it comes down to the price for you. It is $300 for 7 days. As I look back on it now, in the past I've paid like $199, $215, something like that. And if they had the pool there, I would say it's 1,000,000% worth it. You get away from the crowds, especially if you're traveling during the summer with kids. It's a really nice, or if you're going to Alaska, it's really nice in there because it's all covered in. You get these beautiful views. You have the hot tubs in there. So look, if it's worth it for you, that's awesome. I think $300 is probably a little bit too much money. Maybe between $200 and $250, I think would be pretty good for a 7-day trip, like $30 a day. I could see paying for it. However, it is beautiful. I love it in there. It's a very peaceful place. If you like to read, you just want to get away from the crowds and really relax and rejuvenate on your vacation. It is a huge thumbs up for me. I love that they did it. I love that they added some additional like quiet space on this ship, which I thought was really lacking that when I was on it last year. And they did an amazing job. I get why they couldn't put a pool in there. It's an engineering thing where, you know, you can't just throw a couple thousand gallons of water into another area. It's going to throw off a lot of the dynamics of the ship. So this replaced the Galaxy Pavilion, which was like the virtual reality arcade, which I think was a big flop for all of the Norwegian ships. It's kind of a cool idea, but in use case, it doesn't really work, and I've never seen people using those, even on the newer ships. So that is what I think about the thermal suite. Do you enjoy the thermal suite? Have you been on Norwegian before? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. We hope you have a wonderful day today, and we will see everyone tomorrow. Happy cruising. Thanks. Bye.